Warning, I'm just having fun with old cars. I hope you get some tips and a good laugh from watching, but don't do what I do on your projects. What is up, everybody? I'm driving a hot rod to go get hot rod parts again. It's been a couple weeks since I've worked on anything, and the C10 has just been eating away at me the whole time. So I'm on my way to go pick up a new water pump, and I already got some coolant at the house. We're gonna swap that out and then take it for a drive and see if it helped, and then maybe I'll beat my head against the wall a little longer. We'll see. Okay, we're back at the house. We're in the woods because I don't want to get this warm before I got work on it. So we're gonna kick it old school out here by the trees and the cicadas. Anyway, went to the auto parts store, got a T3043 short small block water pump, and I've collected probably more tools than I even need to get it out of there. So we're gonna get that swapped out. Whoa, lights gone. I don't know about you guys, but oh, I keep opening these Arctic Vibe Celsius, hoping that one of them's got high noon alcohol in it. Hasn't happened yet. In case you don't know, that's a thing. Anyway, just energy, I guess, for today. But I'm gonna get this water pump swapped out. There's not a lot to it. I'll just leave you guys on time lapse probably to watch. As you can tell, you probably can't tell, you can tell that this water pump's not old because it's rusted. I know that doesn't make sense, but I didn't paint it when I put it on, and now it's rusty. Not rusty speaking custom, the regular kind of rusty. So I'm pretty frustrated that I have to change it. I'm torn because part of me is like, I hope it doesn't fix it, because then I got two good water pumps. Good news is both cars use the same water pump. But also I wanted to fix it because I want my truck fixed. So anyway, that's my rant. I'm gonna get you guys set up and just get this swapped out. Okay, feel like I'm wasting my time here. I got curious and I pulled the back plate off. Well, both of them. Everything looks identical. I don't see any real difference. This thing's still plenty tight. It's not like the bearings wore out in it or nothing. It all looks exactly the same. So I genuinely feel like I'm wasting my time here, which is kind of what I thought was going to happen, unfortunately. But the only other thing I'm going to do while I got this part, which I'll show you guys, this light is killing me. Where are you? I'm going to go in and I'm going to heat up some water and test this, the thermostat, and make sure it's opening. I really don't believe this is the problem either, because I replaced this and it's done the same thing with both of them. So I don't know. I feel like I just seen the sun for the first time. You make my life right because you shine. Ha! Anyway, I feel like I'm wasting my time and money, which is irritating. At this point, I'm running out of options. I'm debating if I need to just put a radiator in it, which if I gotta do that, it's gonna sit for a while again. Unless I can come up with something on Marketplace maybe. Or Marketplace has been tough lately. I haven't been able to sell nothing. I haven't been able to buy nothing on what I feel like is a good deal. But anyway, we got it all tore apart. So I do think I'm gonna go ahead and put that new water pump on, because we're here and it was like $37. And I'll keep that other one as a spare, because like I said, the car and the truck both use the same water pump, so it won't hurt to have it around. I apologize if I sound congested. I am. I'm also a little depressed right at the moment. But yeah, let's go see if we can test this deal out, and then we'll put it back together and see if it makes any difference. I don't think it's going to, but let's see. Okay, we got some water heated up here. This gauge says 160. You guys probably can't see it. It should continue to get hotter. I don't know how accurate that is either, so we'll see if that pops this thing or not. So far, not. It's opening very slowly. I've never done this before, so I don't know what it should look like. I guess it doesn't just like fly open. But you can see it is open now. Hey, it's me again. I made an executive decision and I bought, this is a Edelbrock 8604 180 high flow thermostat. Here's my thinking. Recently, I've seen more than one person say that a 180 can be beneficial because it'll let the water sit in the radiator longer, in theory, which allow it to cool better. It's kind of counterintuitive because you'd think 160 would run cooler than a 180, but we're trying to find a stable temperature, and if it's 180, that's fine. Once I change this stuff, I'm out of stuff to do other than put a new radiator in it, so we're gonna just give it our best shot while it's all tore apart and we gotta bleed the cooling system anyway. I don't know if it's worth mentioning, but this, let me see if I can get it to show you. There's a, hang on, right here there's a little, I don't know what you want to call it. Can you see it? It's like it's a hole with a piece that can move in it, and that the purpose of that is to help air get out of the motor when you're trying to bleed the system. My other thermostat did not have it. I don't know if that's even worth mentioning. If you don't have it, you can drill just a small hole in it. it'll work. But I've been pondering this idea of going to a 180, and I figured while it's apart, I might as well just go get one and put it in there and just see what it does. So the rest of this is not very exciting. I got all my mating surfaces cleaned up everywhere. Luckily, I keep a bunch of different small block gaskets in stock because I forgot to buy one, and this does not come with one. So I'm gonna get all this junk thrown back together and fire the truck up and start bleeding the cooling system, which won't be exciting either. I probably won't show you any of that. Maybe we'll do a time lapse of putting it together. I don't know what I'm doing. Guys, the truck's running over there. I'm having a day. I started trying to bleed the cooling system, and I left the pulley loose on the water pump. Stupid. And then let's see what else happened. I had a massive fuel leak. I don't know if I left the clamp loose or if it came loose. It's spraying fuel everywhere. And then I was letting it run and warm up, and I kicked the fans on and they were running, and all of a sudden they weren't running. Luckily I was standing there and I heard them power down. They were kind of like running but not running. It was a little weird. I have a manual switch for the fans, and it gave up. I don't know. The wiring was real hot. The switch had no tension on it, so I don't know if it gave up, or I'm hoping these fans didn't kill it. I guess we'll find out soon enough. I don't know that hasn't been causing us some kind of issue. Maybe the fans weren't running the way they should be. Another problem, my temperature gauge wasn't coming up. It was sitting all the way, I mean, it goes to 100 is the lowest, and it was not moving, and I could feel how warm the radiator hoses were. So I went in and I tapped on it, because that's what you do when something's not working, and it crumbled inside. Ironically, it started working, but all the plastic inside just crumbled when I tapped on the screen. So is that our problem this whole time? I don't know. Could be. I went and got another switch, obviously, because the truck's running with the fans. The fans are on. I'm just letting it run and see if it'll bleed off any air that might be in the system. Right now this gauge is reading 190, but I don't trust it at all, because all that plastic, and you can probably hear it just crumbled, fell apart. So I've been going around with this temp gun I bought. It's the cheapest one I can get at Walmart, so I don't know how good it is, but it's on the intake manifold. It's reading 190 degrees. Above the thermostat, it's reading a little cooler. I don't know. I don't know what to believe at the moment, but it's been running for a while, and it doesn't seem to be climbing in temperature, but I can't really go test drive it without a temperature gauge that I trust. I mean, I can, but then I'm just waiting for the radiator to explode to know if it's hot or not. And I know I could just order another temp gauge. Let's shut this pig off. I have a feeling those fans are no good. I'm getting a lot of heat in the wiring. So there's another problem I'm gonna have to deal with, I guess. I never had a run this stuff for so long. I've never had a problem, but it is, the actual wires themselves are pretty hot. I don't know. I'm getting to the point where I'm just tired of fooling with it. Every day I come out here hopeful that I'm going to make an improvement, and I don't. Anyway, I could just go buy a temperature gauge and put a new temperature gauge in it, but I just recently picked this up at a swap meet, well, car show swap meet deal, and I intend on refurbishing it, if you will. I want to go through, take it all apart and clean it up, and I want to get all the factory gauges to work if I can. So if I'm going to do that and buy all new sending units to make that work with the factory wiring, do I want to go spend the money on another temp gauge to put in it? Not really. It seems like kind of a waste of money, to be honest. It seems like all I do lately is waste money on this thing. I don't know what to do. One thing I will say is, unfortunately, the auto parts stores are so high on stuff. It doesn't make sense to go buy a temp gauge from them when you can get it half price on Amazon and wait a couple days. So it's unfortunate that it's that way. I really hate that, actually. But what am I supposed to do? I can't just throw money away. I just want to drive my pickup truck. But at this point, it doesn't do me any good to go drive it. I even had a place I wanted to go check out today. That would have been a cool test drive, but I just don't want to risk tearing that motor up. And there's no bubbling in the coolant. Like, I mean, once I got the air bubbles out, it's not bubbling. It is circulating once the thermostat opens. I checked all that stuff, so we're not leaking compression into the cooling system, which tells me the motor is healthy. I'm not getting any water in the oil, which also tells me that the motor is healthy. I just checked actually with the temp gun, because believe it or not, I've never had one. Not in a very long time. All the cylinders are firing. All the header pipes are close to the same temperature, right around 600 degrees probably on average. So that tells me that everything's firing. I don't know what else to do. But let's talk about the star of the day. That's this hot rod right here. I have the hood up only because I only have one battery, and I keep going back and forth with the battery. But as you can see, little tiny radiator, mechanical fan, no shroud, Unknown 283 that I was told was junk when I bought it. And I've made 3 parts runs today. This thing runs 180 degrees all the time. Takes a while to get there. Once it's there, that's where it runs. Fires up every time I get in it. And it's been a blast to drive. Plus, I've gotten to talk to a couple people today that just liked it. One guy had a car like similar to it, and had some questions. And, you know, outside of everything I've been doing on that turd, everything that's happened around this one today has been a very pleasant experience, and probably the only reason I'm not saying a bunch of foul language right now, because this is a good hot rod. But anyway, I've wasted another day and another however long of your guys' time. So I have other stuff I need to get done today, and I don't want to fool with this thing anymore. So to be honest, I'm gonna close it up, leave it where it sits, and maybe I'll get to it later. Maybe I won't.